Even the best athletes in the world get it horribly wrong once in a while. So what happens when you take 4 top sprinters and ask them to hand over a 30-centimeter baton 3 times over 400 meters in a flat-out sprint? Take the US women's 100-meter relay team at Athens 2004. They were favorites to win gold, but disaster struck. Team USA were disqualified when this happened. The baton transfer was just too late. 4 years later in Beijing, another group of super fast women were dreaming of gold until they dropped their chance. Passing a baton around the track is pretty simple in principle, but doing it at light speed in front of millions can make for interesting viewing.
They should make the baton something really precious. You know, if it was a smartphone, no one would drop it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna tweet that. Oh!
So what's the problem? It can't be lack of practice, right? In fact, athletes put a lot of work into perfecting their relay technique. Right to left, left to right, early take, late take, upswing, downswing, orthodox, unorthodox. Now, on to the 2012 games in London. The US women's sprint team had to fix this. A 3rd consecutive failure did not bear thinking about. Team selection would be key. First up was Tiana Madison, a long jump world champion with impressive track speed. Next, Allyson Felix, also not a 100-meter specialist, but as the 200-meter Olympic champion, no one ran the bend better. Third up, Bianca Knight, the world junior champion. And finally, Carmelita Jeter for the last leg. Her job was to close the deal. Jeter had run the fastest 100 meters in the world in 2012. Their closest rivals, Jamaica, were led by 100-meter gold medalist, Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce. Madison was to run leadoff against the champ.
Fraser-Pryce off like a rocket for Jamaica with Madison outside her. She's going very strongly around the bend.
She held her own against the Jamaican on the first leg, handing over to Felix.
The US had a super change over there.
Felix ran an extraordinary bend, putting the Americans into the lead.
Allyson Felix here to Bianca Knight. Wow, terrific run. The Jamaicans are in 2nd place. There's casualties further back, but we'll come back to that later because this is a brilliant run. It's coming up to the final handover. Carmelita Jeter to take the baton.
One more to go. Just don't drop it.
And here they come now, Carmelita Jeter. This is a huge lead for the US. Let's look at the time. This is special. This could be a world record by a huge margin. 40.82. We've witnessed history here tonight. What an amazing performance from the US women.
This perfect handover enabled Jeter to carry the baton home. Her split time over the final 100 meters was a sensational 9.70 seconds. The US didn't just beat the world record, they shattered it. The East Germans had owned this event in the 70s and 80s, setting a world record that lasted an amazing 27 years. Until now.
It means we're the best in the world, in history, and I'm just so happy. We haven't had one since '96, and we're glad to be the team to do it.
We got to stick around. That was the most important thing, and all I knew was I had to bring it home, but I looked at that clock and I saw that we was moving.
Those 4 women took a massive half a second out of the longest standing record in women's sprinting. The only thing that dropped was the time on the clock.